Now we're going to have an interesting conversation with a man who works in a mortuary. Now, every time we think of morgues, unfortunately, we only go there when a relative of ours passes away or when we die ourselves. So what is it like, you know, in this field? He's been working there for almost 20 years. So what drives an individual to even venture into that space, and what can we all learn and appreciate about the work that they do there?
Yeah, I think that sometimes the challenge also is that they are in a space that has certain stigma about, and nobody wants to deal and talk to them. You know, so I think it's important for us to understand that all work that's honest work, you know, should be celebrated. And so we have him in studio here. We're going to talk to him, and he's called Edward Mensah Akpakudi. And good morning, sir.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you too?
Fine, thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right. So tell us, what is the experience like as a mortuary worker?
Experience like a mortuary worker, first of all, they are very careful about themselves.
Okay.
Because at our facility, there's a lot of challenges there. Some like facilities infections, death infection, and then chemicals infections.
Yeah.
So due to this, anytime you have to be careful. That's the first thing.
Now, what even drove you 20 years ago to, you know, venture in this space?
Thank you, madam. Most of the time, we don't have a people to be training to that facility. Anytime someone worked there, maybe the person was employed as orderly.
Okay.
Then through that, the person can easily go there.
Yeah. Okay, I see. So for you, since you began, what have some of your challenges been? What are some of the difficulties of the job? And so when people are curious, always want to know, even though they are staying far away from you. Now you're on TV here. So share with us, what are some of the challenges that you personally have been through?
Yeah, some of the challenges, one is, at times people knows you are working there, they are afraid of you.
Why?
Yeah. We don't know. That's the human being mentality.
You don't look like someone we should be afraid of.
Yeah.
Yes, that's how the people think.
But I mean, you deal with, like, the only time you would see me is when I'm dead.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Isn't it weird?
Yes, it's where you dead. But someone thinks that so far as you are 100 dead, you can't even eat with him. You can't near him.
Okay.
So it's a challenge.
What is it like to handle the dead? Like, are you sometimes afraid that the person is going to wake up? Have you had instances where, like, the person's hand might move and you're like, what's going on here?
No, actually, before the human being died, he looked like a tree, which is fell down. So there's nothing you can do with it.
So it's just there.
Yes.
I see. Medically, sometimes, now, this is going to be an interesting one for you. Have you ever had, because I know that medically sometimes people die and then maybe there are parts of the body that there's air, gas still left in the body, and then suddenly you see maybe like the hand is moving, or of course the person is still dead.
Yes.
You know your experience, you know it's dead. But do you find that maybe sometimes when you were starting the business, or maybe younger people who are coming into the business, the leg moves or something, and then people are afraid? Have you ever had any of those experiences?
I will put it into across like this. I remember one time they brought a body from home.
Okay.
Our trolley we are using is one of a dictator.
Okay.
So when we remove the body to the trolley, we see that the body has still moving like. We give the body to the family back to final declaration from the doctors before we receive it.
Okay. So sometimes people have brought the body from home assuming the person is dead. Yes. But the person is not, you're not sure if the person is dead yet because the body is still moving.
If you are not sure, you have to send to the doctors to get you the approval.
What should we all appreciate about the work that you do that we don't know about?
The work we are doing, most of them is the post-mortem we are doing. The post-mortem, people may think that maybe they are doing the post-mortem for destroying the body or something like that, something else. No. At times, we used to do it to get a proper result because maybe you have a sickness at your family, and he doesn't know that sickness was there. But due to the death of one of the person from that angle, after the postmortem, you're assuming that there is something going on at your family.
Yeah.
Now, a couple of weeks ago, you guys went on strike. Can you walk us through maybe some of the resources you would need to make your job more efficient that we have failed to provide because we only see you guys when we are no longer alive, so we don't see how important it is for you to be well equipped to do your job?
Yes. I can easily tell you, you are doing well. You can visit some of our facilities. We use a gloves, which is a logger like here, to pick a body. So whenever you hold the hand of the body like this, it can never touch you.
Okay.
But when you go to the facilities, they are using the surgical gloves, which is very short like this. So workers can easily infect from that angle.
Yeah. Wow. But why aren't they being provided the right gloves?
We don't know. I remember one of our facility, they went to the gloves and then utility boot. They are saying they don't have. But when the auditors came, the same day they provided.
Wow.
Oh, that's not nice.
Wow. And are you guys provided with some sort of really great insurance if something happens to you, that you know that at least your medical expenses will be taken care of by the state?
Madam, even, most dangerous in this work is, you see, our pants we are using, where we are putting the bodies. When the body becomes disfreeze, the water in the body drop in the pan. When you are going to remove that body, the water pour into you.
Yeah.
So if all those things are happening and no one visiting us, what do you think our people will do?
And when the body, when the water from the
if it spills on
you, what's going to happen?
What do you do? I mean,
how do you do? I remember, I think 2 months ago, one of our guy is going to remove a body. When the flight go to his throat.
How?
Wow.
We are suffering. So they have to do something about it. So our people are right.
Was it always this way, or were things better when you started out 20 years ago?
It's always
been like this.
It's always been like that.
What has kept you in this space? Has there ever been a time where you're like, this is it, I'm done, I'm going to find a different job?
Madam, where is the job in this country? Where is the job? You will be a job and find out the job. But where is the job?
So how much does the average mortuary worker make? Let's say someone is starting out, they want to go into it today. How much would I make?
800 Ghana.
A month?
Yeah.
And how many hours would I have to do?
24 hours per day.
No, I mean not 24 hours. Because I need to
so
sleep.
if let's say you're on duty.
If I'm on duty, how many hours?
How many hours can one mortuary worker be on duty for?
24 hours.
Literally?
Yeah.
Wow.
So when do you sleep?
Even if in your bedroom and then they brought the body, they'll call you to come and remove the body.
So that's what you mean by 24 hours?
Yes.
24 hours.
So do you get paid overtime?
Never.
This is difficult. This is very difficult.
Any word of advice you would give us about being more attentive to our mortuary workers? Because we are all going to end up there anyway.
One day.
I advise the government to employ more people. Even though very soon we went to a currency to give to our people to work at the places, and people may go to even leave. They give the currency to different people.
Wow.
Our people are there, still doesn't go to leave. So if the government was there and he was saying that he has done it, he should go to the facility and find out whether he's done it or not.
Okay. So they've issued, they say they've issued clearance for the payments to be given, but then you haven't received it at your end.
Wow. But let's come to the lighter side. What has this job taught you about life and what to appreciate about living?
Madam, every job is a job. If you have done it well, I think there is nothing wrong about it.
Yeah.
So it's a part of life to do a job which God gave it to you. And you have to love to do it well.
Okay, so what's your average day like? You wake up, you go to work. What are the things you do?
Oh, when I wake up in the morning, I see it, all my children are
How many of
5 children.
Wow.
Okay.
I'll make sure everyone have his own way to go to school and do what he's supposed to do. After that, I'll come to work and see to it everything is under control.
Okay, so what do you do first? Like if David were to bring you my body, I hope you take good care of it. What would you do?
When
What's
you
the
got your
process
body, you
like?
have to write the name first, and
Okay.
then we remove the body, and we tag the body. After that, you have to place it to the better place for you.
And then and then you're done.
Yes,
So the only time you bring me back out is when they are going to bury me.
yes.
Okay.
But after you do that, you didn't finish.
Okay, what else?
What's left?
You have to go to death certificate or the coroner form for autopsy.
Okay.
So after the autopsy or the death certificate, you go and bam the body. You remove it back and bam it and send it back to the fridge
Okay.
for well kept.
Okay.
So when the time reaches, you come and settle your bills, and then we remove the body and give it to you back.
Okay. Are there like ethics to this job, and like any advice to your friends who breach the ethics? As we know that a couple of years ago, a very popular singer passed away, and she was sent to the morgue, and some people were saying someone took a picture of her body when they were not supposed to. Are there things that you are not supposed to do?
Yes, but you see, we have challenges there. For the public, we don't allow them to take a picture. But at times, maybe let us take it is a victim. A police will come and take a picture.
Yeah.
And now we are social media. So all those things can come out without a matrimonial knowledge. So I will not say that it will not happen. It is happen, but most of the time.
Do you find that sometimes some of the mortuary guys who are not maybe as experienced as yourself will also take pictures and, put it out on social media? Has it ever happened?
Never.
Like you've become aware?
It will never happen like that.
You don't allow people to do that?
Never.
Okay.
Okay. Now, is there like a training school for people who want to
We are now organized that.
organizing? So how do you like train people who come? You learn on the job. Is that how it's done?
Yes.
Okay.
Like as I said at the beginning, when the person was coming or is closer to, we have to show him how to
Do the job.
do the job.
Okay.
I'm curious about something. Your children, when, everybody wants to talk about what they are, my father does this, my father is here, my father is there. Do they ever have experiences in school when they come home and say that, people are talking about us because they say their father is, working in the mortuary and so on? Do you ever have that? What do you say to your children?
As for my children, I started the job before born all my children, so they know that their father.
When they came, you were already doing it.
They already know.
But
Okay.
any advice to Ghanaians in general about our perception towards...
Advice to the Ghanaians. Let me tell the Ghanaians that there is no difference between mortuary worker and then any different worker. You're a human being. And maybe someone will come to the morgue. What he will do there, he will give him a sickness to whom? Meanwhile, mortuary man will never do that. So everyone who came to morgue should be make sure before you touch a body, you should wear gloves before bath the body or hot ice. If not, that person can easily contract a sickness.
People who are afraid of you, what do you want them to know?
Oh, you're a human being. So anywhere they meet me, we are friends. Just come closer. One day we two will go.
True. And how important is it to ensure that you guys are well resourced so you can take good care of our loved ones?
Yes.
And bring them to you.
We used to do. So we do.
But any advice to make sure you have the right gloves, the right, costumes, everything that you need, so that it's not that you have a body there and now you're afraid to go close to the body because you don't have, like you said, you're supposed to have gloves this way,
Yeah.
but if you don't have it and you're using the wrong gloves, it won't inspire you to even, stay in the job.
You see, That's what we have said already. We now let the government know that you have to set an agency to visit the facilities to make sure things might be done well. If not, we will do ourselves. So if we do it ourselves, the facility can be closed down due to the item to use to do the work. If it comes, then they'll do it.
Okay.
So, as an experienced person, you know, we live in a country where people are very superstitious.
Yeah.
Right? Have you ever seen a ghost?
No, nothing like that. But
So
Bible says
you
anything have names.
You don't believe that ghosts exist?
That's the reason why I say Bible says anything have a name is in F.
Yeah. But
So far the name ghost is there.
Is there?
The ghost is there.
Do you have colleagues
seen
who
one?
have seen one before?
And you don't have any people who are, none of your workers have seen, none of your association members have seen?
No. But the only thing I would say is, you see, at times, look the facility like mock. People sleep there, and we don't have a plan there. So when the light goes off, what do you think the person will say?
Wait.
There's no plant?
Oh, I'm saying that you can visit, you take your own, take about 5 or 10 mock at Ghana here and visit whether there's a plant there.
So when the light goes off, the bodies will just melt.
So if the light goes off, what shall I do?
This is serious.
How traumatic is that, though? That
We don't know. It is.
so the next day you have to worry about cleaning all the
Madam,
the water.
Even you know, go to ward and bring a body. Excuse me to say, the matter I'm talking about. If somebody is eating this or taking his breakfast,
yes,
forgive me. You went to the ward and brought a body with a pampers, which is sheet of in. You, for example, you have to remove all the pampers and wash the body before send it to the fridge.
So you have to do that.
Who's supposed to do it?
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. So then you have to put on the facial masks as well, right?
Where the face mask is, we said that doesn't have anything
So
in the
you
facility.
don't have the facilities. Wow.
Wow. So that's very, very dangerous.
Dziffa.
So I think this
Even
is...
the formalin we are using to embalm the body.
Yes.
If the formalin was brought, none of even the facility leaders will come and near the formalin to see whether it is better or not, because it is dangerous to give a cancer.
Okay. Now, you are with the Mortuary Workers Association of Ghana. Right? So you're the president. So if our viewers are inspired by our conversation with you this morning and people want to assist, how do we reach you?
Oh, that's one day. Let us leave it.
Okay. Okay. So please continue. If we are not able to continue helping you with the resources you need, how would that affect your members?
Oh, I know if they didn't do anything about it, our members too, they advise themselves. They advise themselves.
And if we don't have any
You're
more...
going to put your tools down? No more work?
Oh, you see, when it happens, they said they are watching.
Yeah.
Things are going on. So when it comes, patients and dead bodies are laying at the ward, and the hospital was closed down. They will know the best way to respond to do.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you so much for
You're
being with
welcome.
us. That was
Edward Apakudi. Edward Mensah Apakudi is the president of the Mortuary Workers Association.
And we're all going to interact with a mortuary worker one way or the other, because we're going to have a family member or a friend, or we might die ourselves, and they need to be well equipped to take care of us. So we hope that you're all inspired by our conversation this morning. Let's pay a critical attention to our mortuary workers. They need to be well resourced so they can take good care of us all. This is Breakfast Daily on Citi TV. Thank you so much for staying with us. My name is Dziffa, Akua, Ametam.
And I'm David Kwaku Sakyi.
Do not go anywhere. Hi guys, I hope you enjoyed this video.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Citi Tube,
for exclusive Breakfast Daily content and other Citi TV programs.
like, comment, and share with your friends.